Hey guys, what's going on? Legion Nutu here, playing more Elden Ring Night Reign, and today was the day. So I've got a friend who's beaten the boss, so he came along, and the third person is just a random person, but we finally got it, and I learned a lot actually this time around. As far as the dogs themselves, once they split, if you have a red indicator on you, you're going to be the primary target for them. So at that point, you know, it's best to just run, so that way other people can focus damage on the dogs while you're running for your life. And obviously you could tell in this video that I died a lot less. I had a lot more flasks coming in, and obviously I'm taking some damage right here, but for the most part I think I only died 2 times during the fight, and I actually played a larger role. And I just realized through obviously attempting the boss as much as I have, different things I could do differently, so that way I could be a contributing factor in making sure we actually killed the boss. But it was quite a significant improvement from past times that I have actually fought the boss. And so there's lots of different things that I've learned, that you can use your relics at the little station at the beginning, and you can sort of add little bonuses to your different characters that you like to use. Just so many things I've learned, like the churches that you need to go to get extra flasks, and unlocking 2 new characters. But ultimately you can see that little red indicator on my body right now. That's going to mean that they want me dead, so I am the focus for them, and it allows your teammates to sort of focus in while I'm trying to run. And I do believe I go down here in just a few seconds, but for the most part, other than that, I was a pretty big factor in helping, which actually made me feel a lot better, because usually I'm just sort of on the ground watching them fight. So it was quite nice to be a contributing factor in the demise of TRICEPHALOUS. So now that this boss is defeated, we're going to be moving on to the next, and there's quite a big list. I didn't realize how many there were going to be, so it's going to be an interesting challenge to start killing the other bosses. And I know some people are playing this game a lot more than I am, which is totally fine. So I have a lot of learning to do, but at least I've got someone now I can play with who will be attempting to get those bosses down, and at least I'll have a little bit more insight when I go in of potentially what I need to be doing, and then also sort of different mechanics that it will be very, very beneficial to know about prior. But it was quite a fun experience, mostly because obviously going into this with a little bit more knowledge, but then as well as just overall being a bigger contributor in the overall kill. So that always feels good when you're not sort of just being carried, in the sense of not really being able to even help anybody and just getting a kill. So my job seemed rather simple: do damage when I can and run from these wolves, as I was a primary target for them. So I believe this is the last time I died, and really not a big deal. There towards the end here, I could really see where I was really helping out the cause, but it's quite a fun fight. And once you understand the mechanics a little bit more, I mean, it doesn't necessarily make it super easy. Obviously it's a challenging encounter, but we really start to just destroy these guys here. And overall I think that, like, you know, playing and learning the different things in the game, it's going to make it easier to understand, and as well as be successful with other boss encounters, because I think it's just a learning curve and a learning experience. So but yeah, we're so happy that we finally got this boss done, because it's tough when you got a bunch of random people with you and you're not quite you're not 100% sure about the fight and knowing what to do. But I'm wondering too, with this animal, once you create it, if you were to just use him and then come out of that form, would it raise your bar back up to the max HP, or would it bring you down to what you were when you actually transformed? Because that might be an extra way to just sort of get extra health. So yeah, it looks like I got full health off that. So that's actually a quick little neat hack if you were potentially in a boss encounter and you needed a little bit more HP and you weren't taking too much damage. That could benefit you quite a bit. But there it is, and I mean, we're right there, and things started to go a little bad right there. I guess I do take one more shot at the end and die, but it doesn't really count because then we finished it. So, but for the most part, I feel a lot better about that encounter, even though I sort of was just having to run away from those. But I definitely helped the team. But anyway, guys, Legion literally, we're going to be bringing you more videos on different bosses. So thanks for watching.